Good morning, everybody. My name is Tage Johansson. I'm the CEO of a company called IonPhasE. Smart seems to be the method or the melody of today. I don't know if I fit that category, but I'm sure after you've heard the presentation of this company, we are quite much in that area. My previous background is in industry, in both chemical industry and in plastics processing industry for some 20 years. And I've also been in banking business, so I'm a kind of a master of jack of all trades type of guy. But let's go into the company. Do I have, or we should have had some okay, needs tougher touch. You need to be rough. IonPhasE is a company that develops and manufactures plastic additives, namely a plastic additive that is present with one of the most common problems with plastics. Plastics, whatever items you're talking about in plastics, is always static electric on the surface after it's made. This is a permanent anti-static additive in a polymer form that will be put into the plastic resins, and in processing we are getting then the plastic items we see in our daily work. This is a patent protected and the patents are global. The company was originally created in 2001, but in 2005 it moved into its own premises. It has already a small-size factory here in Tampere area, and it already has some revenues. The revenues in 2010 were approximately 650,000 euros. There are two venture capitalists on board at the moment. The growth prospects of the company are quite large. The product, as said, is a plastic additive that will be put into the plastics that we see in daily items, plastic items. The products that utilize this technology are very common in electronics industry, in packaging industry, and in automotive industry for various reasons. For safety reasons, for electronics components not to be damaged, in chemical industry, the things that have been packaged are not to explode from ignition, and in car industry for dust prevention, and in textile industry for convenience reasons. We have a lot of present customer cases ongoing and sales as well. You can see the vast areas where this application is used. As we know, plastic is used very broadly in the world, so is this additive in the plastic items. You can read it in your binders, and this also contains a lot of information, so I'm not going to go through it. But plastic market is about 260 million tons. That is 160 billion kilograms. A kilogram of plastic raw material costs about 2 euros a kilo. So on raw material pricing, we are talking about some 500 billion euro market. Anything even small or niche in that market will become big. So is this area. We are talking about maybe approximately 10 million tons of critical areas out of this 260 million tons where the usage of this additive is necessary. The filling ratio is 4 to 5%. So we are talking about 400 to 500,000 tons per annum of a potential market, meaning 4 to 5 billion euros. The competition in this area is at the moment very, very small. There are some 5 companies globally competing in this area of permanent polymeric additives, and the companies are spread naturally all over the world. The business potential can be also described by the product prospects that we have, the project that we have ongoing. We have projects ongoing in various industries. But we are focusing at the moment on packaging, automotive coming as the third, but mostly electronics. We have chemical companies on board where the business have already commenced. We have electronics companies where the business have already commenced, but we have all in very large cases at the very late stage with some other electronics, EMS companies, hard disk drive companies, and also some plastic drum companies in the transport area. The business case can be described as through a very strong sales growth. The margin in this type of business is on a very healthy level, but most of all, this is not very capital intensive as such, even though you could think about it. The company pays no taxes as it has gone through some loan restructuring processes. We have a lot of proof of concepts on the market, and we expect to break even again this year on a monthly basis, EBITDA level. The company management consisting out of people with PhD exams and long experience in various industries is the fact. The financials can be read in the binder. The financials of course, give you an idea of the targets of the company, and through those financial projections, we of course have manufacturing objectives, and the next objective is to move overseas. So the funding needs are mostly related to new factory plant establishment overseas. This was the company.